Blumpkin&Friends, starring your host, the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
You like that? You like that?
Hey kids, I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin, and with me here today is my friend,
Mrs. Number One Fan.
Hello.
Hello.
I will have everyone know that I called you 20 minutes ago and said, come over right now. Right now, I need you right now. Just sprang it right in your lap.
Surprise!
I was that excited.
Yes,
because
you seem very excited.
I had just experienced something so magical. I had to make lots of jokes about it immediately before I lost the feeling.
Okay.
So these jokes are going to be very mean, and you're either going to be laughing or mortified.
I don't think anything that comes out of your mouth will mortify me.
Well, surprise you, maybe not. Mortify you, possibly. Have you ever been to the Ice Capades?
Is that like ice skating or is it
Like a figure skating show?
Not professionally, no, but I've seen them.
When I was 3, or maybe not even. Actually, when I was 2, my parents took me to Walt Disney on Ice.
Okay.
I don't remember it. There's pictures. And I don't know. They fucking took me to a Disney-themed ice skating show. Why? I don't know. I'm guessing my mom wanted to go. I'm hoping it wasn't my dad who wanted to go. Because that opens up a whole nother can of worms.
I can't imagine him going to something like that.
Yeah, well, you never know.
Or at least wanting to.
You never know. Well, as you may have read on the internets, I am taking my dick off the map.
What?
Yes, I did know that. And congratulations on that, by the way.
Why, thank you.
You're
what
welcome.
that means is the Dirty Bee and I have decided to get hitched.
Yay!
Out of that, I get a stepdaughter.
You know, when I saw that on the interweb, I looked at it and I go, holy Jesus, Mary, Mother and Joseph!
Nah. I figured surprise and shock would be a very common...
Very much so, yes.
...common reaction. So anyway, I'm getting an almost 7-year-old stepdaughter out of this, and stepfathering requires me to be very present for things that her own shitbag of a father is not around for. Mm-hmm. So tonight I attended a portion of her ice skating show.
Oh, she ice skates.
She does.
Okay.
Not well. She tries. So I went to this knowing that it was going to be hopefully making her happy, because like I said, her dad's not really around. Mm-hmm. But more so, I did not realize the dearth of material that I would get out of this. Holy fucking shit. Like 3 minutes in to the whole thing, I looked at the Dirty Bee. I said, give me paper and give me a pen now. Right now. Right fucking now. Give me. She's like, what? She starts fumbling for papers. She hands me a receipt. I'm like, it's not enough. I had eaten a hot dog. So I took the paper boat from the hot dog, which was actually pretty big.
Yeah.
I ripped it apart, flipped it over, and used it like a notepad.
Nice.
I filled the fucking front of it. I didn't even stay for the full first act.
Really?
This was a 3-act, multi-hour show.
Okay.
I am very happy to be her stepdad, but I do not love her that much that I would sit through 3 hours of children skating. Fuck that shit. So it was just right around the corner here at the ice rink. So, it was a quick drive there, quick drive home. Material's still fresh in my head. They were selling programs.
Selling?
Selling programs.
Why would you sell a program?
To make money for the ice rink, I guess.
It's called donations.
Well, they were very well done, but they were $6.
What?
Yes, see? Thank you. Shock is the appropriate response. $6 for a fucking little leaflet of notes and stuff.
Wow. Okay, that's like highway robbery right there.
The Dirty Bee bought one. I mocked her for it.
Well, it's her daughter's in it. I would buy one too, but I understand why she did it.
So then we sat down, and she went to go get I don't know what, and to wait for her folks and her sister to show up. And as I'm sitting there by myself, there was some lady who was like, oh, I've never been here before. Do you have a kid in the show? I'm like, we do, yeah. Yeah, and then, I thought of this lady like, God, let her be the mother of that one guy. And by that one guy, what I mean is, I went to go see Little E. That's her nickname,
Okay.
by the way, Little E. I went to go watch her at practice one day, and there was a grown man. Like, I didn't even notice him. Dirty B's like, hey, look at that. I'm like, what? What? There's kids. She's like, no, him. Fucking grown man. In his 40s. Trying to learn how to ice skate.
Oh.
And I thought to myself, there is an 80-20 chance that this guy is a pedophile. 20% chance he might be just a nerdy guy that lives in his mom's basement and he's an ugly gay. But 80% chance that he is a pedophile. So I thought maybe that's his mom. But she didn't talk to me anymore, so thankfully I didn't have to consider that. And then I turn around and there's this lady eating a hot dog. And I'm like, fuck, I want a hot dog. And I texted the Dirty Bee who was in the lobby, and then she shows up, she gives me a hot dog. The same hot dog that gave me the paper for writing down the notes for the show.
Which, coincidentally, was perfect.
It worked out great.
Yes.
I didn't even look at it. I just slammed that meat right in my mouth. Get in there, you delicious
I hope it
wiener-shaped
tasted
food.
good.
It was delicious.
Did you buy it a drink?
No. They started playing music, to kind of kill time before the show. The first song they play, fucking Nickelback.
What?
I hate Nickelback.
I like some of their songs. What song was it?
I don't know. It was Nickelback. It was not one I'd heard before,
Well, okay.
but it was Nickelback. And then the second song they played was Take My Breath Away
What?
from Top Gun.
I hate Top Gun.
And I thought, this is a song from a sex scene of an 80s movie. This is a fucking skating show for small children. And then I thought of, maybe you have seen this and maybe you haven't, the episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia called The Dennis System.
I've heard of the movie. I've watched parts of it, but I don't recall that one.
So in this episode of the show, Dennis has a system, Dennis. There's one letter of his name for each step in his system of how he seduces women, because he's kind of a sexual sociopath.
Okay.
During one of the scenes, he talks about finally bedding down the chick he's trying to go after, and it's him doing this chick to take my breath away in the same dim blue lighting, and I'm thinking of Dennis Reynolds thrusting into a woman while I'm sitting here waiting for my 6-year-old almost stepdaughter to come out and skate in front of me. It was not appropriate for a children's show. And then we're sitting there, and I thought, are they gonna sing like the national anthem, or what are we gonna do? And sure as shit, it was time for the anthem. And I'm standing there, hand on chest, and I'm just spacing out, because that's what I do. Because I think I have ADD. I'm pretty sure I have ADD.
And this is a kid's show.
This is a kid's show, so, well, what they do hockey games at the rink, they fucking play the anthem.
Okay.
Spotlight on the flag. I'm zoning out. I'm thinking, I'm like, wow, this is what parents do. They go and they sit through shit like this just for our kids. Somewhat because we're proud of them and we want to be there for them. Mostly because I want to be able to get material to mock them later in life.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, that took me to this whole nother plane of thought where I'm like, what if I'm wrong about this no God business? Oh, wouldn't it be great if reincarnation was real? And then what if you get reincarnated and you remember all the stuff from your previous life? Oh, that'd be fucking awesome. But then you'd be trapped in a baby's body. And I'm like, oh my God, that'd be a great idea for a movie. A KKK member gets reincarnated as a little black baby.
Oh my God.
You know?
That would be hilarious.
You just think of Stewie Griffin, and he's like being force-fed a black tit that he doesn't want, and he's thinking, oh God, oh no, oh disgusting, how dare you, you ugly negress, and all that kind of hateful shit that would make the type of movie that would be awesome, but people would be so upset about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this day and age. Yep.
So the national anthem made me think of all of that.
That's kind of deep for the national anthem.
Like I said, my mind races like 1,000,000 miles an hour. You've already given me food and flashback to when It's Always Sunny episode, and you made me listen to Nickelback. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm waiting to see if the pedophile dad's coming out for the skating show. Then the show starts, and the announcer is talking. It's like, welcome to Ice Fantasy 28, where tonight's theme is books, and all of our skaters are going to be representing some of their favorite stories.
Nice.
Books. And then a small group comes out, And they start doing this whimsical dancing medley on the ice to the theme of fucking Reading Rainbow.
Oh my God.
And there's a big girl. She's like 5 years older than all the other girls. And she's twirling around this fucking butterfly balloon.
Yeah, there's a butterfly on the whole Reading Rainbow
Yeah,
thing.
I remember that. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Right with the butterfly. And then they all part ways and they line up on opposing sides. Are you familiar with what a wall of death is?
Is that like Red Rover?
Yeah, but at like an adult heavy metal concert where the crowd parts completely down the middle and then they run into each other. Both sides just collapse. It's called a wall of death. They started skating at each other. And I swear to Christ, I was hoping for somebody to collide. I'm like, oh, wall of death. Because my mind's racing. And then they get into a big circle around center ice. And the big girl with the butterfly balloon is just twirling around and around. She must have done fucking 40 rotations all in the same direction. And I was waiting for puke. There was no puke. You know how you get dizzy twirling around in a circle a few times?
Yeah.
40 times.
Yeah, those skaters, they're pretty damn good when it comes to going in circles.
And I'm like, go the other direction so you don't fall over, you goofy bitch. She did not.
When I was younger, I used to be pretty good at ice skating, and I could do those twirls, and you don't get dizzy. It's weird.
I have one experience with ice skating, and my parents took me to the pond behind Epiphany. There used to be a pond that's now part of a cemetery.
Nice.
Yeah. So they just took turns pushing me back and forth. And then I just fall down. It was fucking awful. And you would think that skating would come natural because we're from the North Shore. Hockey should be in my blood.
No, they
moved me out of it before I could morph into the goalie of Olympic stardom that I probably was destined to be with this awesome hand-eye coordination. No, they yanked me away. And now I can't skate.
You're listening to Blumpkin&Friends.
And now, Jeremy Irons raps.
To all the ladies in the place, with style and grace, allow me to lace these lyrical douches in your bushes, who rock grooves and make moves with all the mommies. The back of the club, sipping Moet, is where you'll find me. The back of the club, mucking hose my crew's behind me. Mad question asking, blunt passing, music blasting. But I just can't quit. Because one of these honeys Biggie got to creep with.
That was Jeremy Irons raps. Right away, her folks almost missed it. They got there right in time for Little E's part, and they were doing Snow White.
Okay.
And she was one of the 7 dwarfs.
Do you know which one she was?
I'm pretty sure she was Dopey.
Okay.
And that is an awkward coincidence. She's just wearing this blue hat and a pink dress, and I realized that Dopey was green on purple, but there was no green on purple. And the Dirty B's like, oh God, is she Dopey? I'm like, I don't know. She's at the end of the line. That's where he normally was.
Yeah.
So yeah, my stepdaughter might have been Dopey.
The big old floppy ears.
Then the second part starts. And they're like, our next talent is a captive in a tower. But she made her escape. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's fucking Rapunzel.
Mm-hmm.
Great. For some reason, it made me think of those 2 chicks that got trapped in that pervert's basement in Cleveland a few years back. Ariel Castro was his name.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he had kidnapped them as teens and raped them repeatedly for years. I don't know why Rapunzel made me think of that, but I thought of 2 teenage girls being repeatedly raped in a basement of a Cleveland man's basement.
Gotcha, bitch.
And if you don't recall, he hung himself in prison.
I don't remember that, no.
So I'm sitting there for another 2 seconds is how fast it took me to think of this. Like, what if I made my own Ice Capades show? How would I write it? What would it be about? It'd be about a captive. And I thought, Ice Capades presents the Jacob Wetterling story. An entire hour-long 4-part ice show about the Jacob Wetterling story.
Yeah.
From the time he disappears until the time the news comes out and says, that Danny Heinrich admitted it and they found his body.
20-some years later.
Not something you would normally think to have an ice show about.
No, you wouldn't.
And the only thought I have on that is clearly at some point we would play Runaway Train, probably in the finale, as all the skaters come back out and take their bows. But I thought about when Danny Heinrich described how he offed Jacob Wetterling. He took him in his van to a secluded wooded area, stripped him naked, and made him perform, quote, a sex act. And I don't know why, but the part of the show where they're performing the sex act, which I'm pretty sure is he made Jacob Wetterling blow him, I just figure instead of showing it, you blare the goal horn. And then pop, pop, and that's the end of Act 1. It's a little dark. Most ice shows don't normally go with such adult subject matter.
No, not really. They're more fun and happy.
What's not fun and happy about a kid getting kidnapped, mouth raped, and murdered? I'm being facetious.
I know. I'm just trying to think of something to come back and say to that, but I
There's
can't.
nothing. There's nothing, because Act 2 would be called Jacob's Hope.
Yeah.
And it's about his mom and all those jokes I made for the years of like how people would hold out hope for stuff. Like, well, you and Patty Wetterling. Mm-hmm. And then they found him. And fuck, now I can't make that joke anymore. Oh, thanks a lot, Danny Heinrich. You fucking ruined one of my best mean jokes. Part 3, Peter Pan.
I like Peter Pan.
There was no actual Peter Pan.
How can you have a Peter Pan synopsis and not have Peter Pan?
I don't know. There are a bunch of kids came out in groups of 3, all dressed like lost boys, I guess. I don't fucking know. And it's like, to find your way to Neverland, you just follow the second star to the right and go on till morning.
Was this 40-year-old guy supposed to be Peter Pan? Say, come on, touch my Peter.
No, thank God, no. But the announcer said that. I'm like, well, that's kind of vague directions. I mean, they can be anywhere. Find the second star to the right and then follow it till morning.
There's a million stars in the sky. What star do you go to?
That's what I fucking thought. I'm like, there's like 1 trillion stars in the sky. What if you pick the wrong one and you end up in Taiwan or something?
That would be bad.
You get murdered. So then the girls are doing this dancing fucking stupid Peter Pan shit. And keep in mind, Little E was only in the Snow White part. So I have overstayed the 2 minutes I really came for already. But because this was a gold mine for filth. Then a group of grown men came out. Dressed as pirates.
In the same Peter Pan thing? Or
Yes.
Is this, okay.
Yes. The girls all got in a circle in the middle. And then a bunch of guys came skating out from behind curtains going, "Aah!" Like they're fucking raiding pirates.
Okay.
And these guys were wearing horribly gay-looking, feathered, frilly white shirts that I don't think most pirates would wear.
Like the Pirates of Penzance type
Yes,
shirts?
that type of... And they're
Okay.
coming out to the Pirates of the Caribbean theme.
Are you serious?
They're mixing 3 different things, and
Yes,
I just
they
thought...
are.
I thought Brownbeard would not approve of these gay shirts or this
No.
mixing of lore. He knows his pirates. Go fuck yourself. And that ended, and then they had Anastasia.
The Russian one?
I don't know. I don't really know the story.
Anastasia was the daughter of...
A czar?
Yeah, in Russia. I can't remember what the name... the girls and I just watched it not that long ago.
Well, 50-50 shot her dad's name was Vladimir.
Are you talking about Putin?
No, I'm just
No?
saying. It's because
Oh.
such a common Russian name.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But the family was... I don't know, something bad was with the family, and she ran away and ended up getting lost and found a prince or whatever. I don't know.
Isn't that how it always works?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm lost. I'm a damsel in distress. And then some charming prick comes out of the woodwork like, let me show you how all of your problems can be solved by my penis. And I have money. What more can you want?
I know.
Anastasia girl was wearing an all red ensemble.
Yeah, her coat was brown. I don't know what she was wearing underneath it.
It took me to a dark place.
I can imagine.
It made me think of Nancy Kerrigan. I just thought of Tanya Harding was always wearing blue, and I'm pretty sure Nancy Kerrigan was always wearing red. if I recall from the news reports right.
I think it was black and red. I think she wore a lot.
And they're carrying her out after getting knee clubbed and just,
Yep.
why? Why? And I'm like, oh, God.
I think it was Nancy that was just on, what was it, Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah, because Tanya Harding's a fat homeless redneck now.
Is she?
Oh, she is not aged well.
Huh.
All that jail and infamy.
Yeah.
Somebody had a picture of her sitting on a deck chair on some porch smoking a cigarette, wearing sweatpants and looking like a dumpster fire.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I still would. I mean, just for the story. Like, hey, you'll never guess who I met at a bar and then banged last night. Ooh, fucking Tanya Harding. Holy shit. And she must be desperate because she did everything. Didn't even get the money up front. And we were going from like a lot of Disney-themed ones, right? They had a Pinocchio one.
Okay.
It wasn't terribly memorable, but the girl had fallen down. There were a number of falls.
Were they on purpose or on accident?
On accident.
Okay.
And one, I thought, who is conditioning this ice? And two, I thought, I wish I had a golf score clicker to keep track of the falls.
How many did you count?
In the time I was there were 13 falls.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, they were pretty bad. And Pinocchio wasn't really important, but the next one was Harry Potter.
Why?
I don't know, because kids like Harry Potter. So these three girls come out, and two are just dressed like in, I don't know, school uniforms, and one girl is clearly Hermione.
Did you have big poofy hair?
No, but she was big and poofy. She came in like a wrecking ball. But I just thought, Emma Watson is a petite little sexy thing, and this girl is a gangly little high school girl who probably plays the French horn and cries into her pillow every night to go to bed. And she's Hermione. And I'm like, that's so wrong.
Oh.
And the Dirty Bee and I laughed.
Yeah, I probably would too.
Because we have horrible senses of humor. And I thought, what the hell else could go wrong at this point? And then they did the Avengers.
What?
The Avengers.
That is Marvel Comics. That has nothing to do with Disney.
It's their favorite books or comic books. So out comes an Incredible Hulk kid, an Iron Man kid, a grown man dressed like Captain America, and then like a 3-year-old kid in a Thor costume for, like adorable effect. They're looking for cute points.
Oh my
And
gosh.
that was stupid. And then they're like, and now for the heroines to come out. And out comes 3 broads I've never heard of and fucking Katniss Everdeen.
She is not an Avenger.
I know, but they're just doing female heroes, heroines. And she's from a book, so of course they all came skating out to Mariah Carey's Hero.
Why?
Which worked because when I was thinking of that reincarnation movie, I for some reason in my head pictured Ken Jeong as Chow from The Hangover, singing a cover of Hero. Just an Asian guy. Then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on. Because at the end of the movie, the racist-ass KKK member has now lived as a black baby. And it turns out that it was a dream sequence. And that he had been hit on the head and he comes to in the hospital. So he's had this experience living as a black baby and then seeing the error of his ways and having to, It's not all about just making racist jokes.
Yeah.
There's a point to it.
Yeah.
Where he comes to and it was all a dream. And then he changes and he becomes an anti-white supremacist.
It's a come to Jesus movie.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, oh, so I don't just have to be outraged at the fact that he didn't want to suck on a black tit. Which there's nothing wrong with sucking on a black tit. Well, the black tit I sucked on, she was only like a quarter black. There's something about women of color, their nipples are different colors. I don't know. It's like putting a different lollipop in your mouth.
Yeah, they're usually always like dark colored.
Mauve.
The Beast's
nipples are mauve. This girl's were slightly darker mauve because she was half white, a quarter native, and a quarter black. And a lot crazy.
A lot crazy.
Kind of.
You're listening to Blumpkin&Friends.
And just when I thought that I couldn't fucking take any more, I was going to get up and go pee and then leave because I was holding my bladder.
It's a good escape route.
And then they say, These next characters are from your favorite collection of creepy novels. I'm like, what the fuck? They start playing the theme song to the 90s Fox Kids Goosebumps TV show. You know, the R.L. Stine series, Goosebumps? And I'm like, okay, where's this going? An entire fleet of grown men come out in costume.
What were they?
Zombies, a werewolf, a mummy, a scarecrow with a knife in his back.
What?
Fucking I don't know. So they come skating out to the Goosebumps theme, and then they get all these different arrangements to do like dance moves on the ice.
Okay.
And these guys are not good skaters. Like the pirates were already shitty skaters in the earlier Peter Pan thing. These guys were worse. And they made them do all these stupid choreographed moves. And the moves were to Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Oh, for crying out loud. You know, I love that song, but it's way overplayed in a lot of things.
It wasn't good. At all.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, no shit. And, so that was all I could take, so I couldn't take no more. So I went for a piss, and then I left, and here we are.
Yeah, it sounds like you had quite the evening.
It was great. It was great.
It's like half the time when I'm sitting at gymnastics watching the girls do their stuff. Which one's going to fall and break something this time?
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Well, they haven't. Neither one of the girls have broken anything yet. I know. I'm just going to knock on wood myself.
Well, E apparently wants to continue on with skating, and this show that she's doing, this is the first performance of 4 over the weekend. Every night for the next 3 nights after this.
Do you have to go to every single
Fuck
one?
no, I don't have to do that shit. I've already put in more time than her dad has.
That's good.
Right, so I win. Because
Yes.
everything's a competition to me. That's life. Everything's a competition. Speaking of competitions, Mrs. Number One Fan,
Yes.
are you ready to play a game?
Always.
Are you ready to play the RPS Challenge?
And lose? Yes, I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Blumpkin&Friends proudly brings to you the Rock, Paper, Scissors Intercontinental Championship Challenge Championship of the World! Last time, you played against your husband.
You know, last time it was so funny because when I had gone home and I had told him about it, he's like, that's why he kept asking me what that for those, the hands. He's like, what's your hand? And I'm like, he didn't tell you were playing against me?
No, I made it a surprise. The surprise is what makes it fun for everybody.
Yeah.
Feels like a treat.
True.
Kind of like when some random stranger asks you to reach into their pocket for some candy and then there's no pocket there.
Oh, jackpot.
I can't say that's happened to me.
Surprise! It's a dick.
Yay.
It's a dick, and I hope I can repress this memory. God, I hate the ice cream man.
Oh.
What? No, I'm kidding. The ice cream man never molested me.
Oh, that's good.
I wasn't pretty enough. What? You will be playing... me.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
Just want
So
you
you
to
can
see.
actually, like-
I just want you to see. Okay, you seeing. Here's my. You can see my hands without seeing my hands. Hopefully, you didn't see what my hands are.
No, I didn't see what your hands were because you kept slapping the paper.
Yes, because I didn't want you to see them and then win.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna adjust my microphone.
So you're not going to let me cheat?
What? Fuck no. I rarely play this, and goddamn it, I'm not very good at it. So I want to make sure that I have a level playing field competitively.
Okay.
Hand number 1.
Paper.
Ooh. I picked scissors. Shit. Point for me. I knew you would pick paper.
What am I going to pick next?
I don't know. I didn't get past the first one. I'm like, I got to get the first one out of the gate. It's like scoring the first goal in a game. You want to get that first goal. And since men statistically pick rock first, I figured you'd pick paper first, so I went scissors. Hand number 2.
We'll go rock.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I went paper.
I was going to choose paper too. Always go with your gut instinct, damn it.
Well, if you're Neil, you just pick paper for every hand and then you lose. Especially when I make fun of him for picking paper for every hand and then he changes at the end and he does something different.
Mm-hmm.
Hand number 3.
Scissors.
I also picked a scissors.
Yay, a tie! Woohoo!
Yeah, you still need 2 points to keep it going, though, so don't get too excited. Hand number 4.
Paper.
Well, I picked scissors.
Damn it!
So you've been mathematically eliminated. But we have to play out the fifth hand just to see how well I beat your ass.
Okay.
Last time, number one fan Tim fucking demolished you. It seems like you are just getting browbeaten again.
Mm-hmm.
Hand number 5.
Rock, paper, scissor. I choose paper.
Well, you got me there because I picked rock.
Yay! I got 1!
You got 1 to my 3.
You lose.
Let me just check this out here with the thing and the...
Let's play another game, Daddy.
How well do you know your pop culture?
I would say that I'm okay with it.
Okay. Are you familiar with the new game I have on the show, Word Orgy?
Orgy.
Yes.
So you've listened, you know how it's played. You know that I will read 2 clues, and they will make up one phrase where the items share a common word in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for example, on the back wall behind you, yeah, it's actually on the wall. People always get surprised. I wrote on the wall. So there's the directions. So, gang, graffiti, bridge, or ground, Chuck Norris. You're the next contestant on Word Orgy.
Yay! Woohoo!
Orgy.
2 unrelated items that make up one new phrase. And if you get the answer, I'll heap on you my praise. Some of them may seem too hard, but I won't let you quit. So pay very close attention to both my descriptions. Pop culture icons and other random shit. It's time to play Word Orgy. How many will you get? A lot of fun and games.
We'll see if I'm as smart playing along on the radio than I am in person.
Okay, well,
Because obviously I suck at rock, paper, scissors when I'm really good at it in person.
number 1. A deceased member of the Wu-Tang Clan and an FX drama by Kurt Sutter.
Well, I don't know much about the Wu-Tang Clan.
That's unfortunate.
I know, it's very unfortunate.
Because as it says on their debut album, Enter the 36 Chambers, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. No?
They're in the headlights.
That would be Old Dirty Bastard Executioner. Because after Sons of Anarchy ended, Kurt Sutter made The Bastard Executioner, which also starred his wife, Katie Seagal, and people didn't watch it.
I didn't watch any of Sons of Anarchy, so I wouldn't know.
You didn't miss much. Number 2. A World Series winning Twins pitcher and an actress known for movies like Traffic, Eat, Pray, Love, and Suicide Squad.
Oh my gosh, I was just watching that preview of Suicide Squad the other day with
Got yourself.
my 9-year-old.
Ah.
What was the first part of it?
A World Series winning Twins pitcher. Pitch for the Twins. Won a World Series.
I know Kirby Puckett, but he wasn't a pitcher.
He was not a pitcher.
Let's see. There was also... Oh my gosh. I suck at this. Traffic, Suicide Squad, and what was the other movie?
Eat, Pray, Love.
Can you give me a clue?
Nope, there are no clues. The description is the clue.
Yeah, I know. Twins pitcher. Oh my gosh. My dad would be very mad at me right now.
He probably would.
Yeah.
All right, I'm calling it. That would be Frank Viola Davis. Frank Viola. Viola Davis.
She's from
Movies.
yeah, but she was in The Help.
I thought so, but I wasn't on her Wikipedia, so I didn't include it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I suck at this.
Number 3. A section of the hospital where they treat fire-related injuries, and the name of the father on Leave It to Beaver.
Okay, so that's Ward Cleaver. And where they treat fire. So Ward is the middle. The trauma ward.
You have to put it all together into a phrase.
Trauma Ward Cleaver?
Wrong. That would be burn ward cleaver.
Oh, burn Ward Cleaver.
Fire-related injuries.
At least I got Ward Cleaver.
You were halfway there. Okay, number 4. A CGI dino known as the mascot of Jurassic Park.
Okay.
And a former NBA guard who played for the Miami Heat in the late 90s.
Okay, so that's the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And I don't know anything really about basketball, so I'm just going to say Tyrannosaurus Rex Johnson.
No. God, I was so hoping you'd pull that out of your ass. That would be Tyrannosaurus Rex Chapman.
Okay.
Rex Chapman, little white guy.
I don't follow sports, so...
Number 5. A beer-chugging former WWF champion and the 4th largest city in Texas.
Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Texas.
Okay.
Yay!
You're on the board.
Woohoo!
Where's my pen?
That's awesome.
Okay, well, we'll see if you can keep it going here with this momentum you've made. Number 6. A phrase Rocky yells after his big win and a Vikings running back.
Yo, Adrian Peterson.
All right, she's got 2 in a row.
Yes.
Heating up. You're not going to get this one. Number 7. A Burt Reynolds ex and a former Cleveland Cavalier center.
What was the center?
A Cleveland Cavaliers center. It's basketball.
Brooke Shields Center?
What?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ, she didn't even try on that. That would be Lonnie Anderson Varejao.
I wouldn't have gotten that one.
Most people wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay, number 8. An area where you bust a move and a large, almost room-sized jigsaw.
Dance floor maze?
Ah, you were so close. Was dance floor puzzle.
Oh, okay.
Number 9. A song that children frequently learn how to play on the recorder and a workout tape series from the late 80s.
Hot cross buns of steel.
Thank you. That is 3. All right.
Woohoo!
And number 10. A former Vikings quarterback and a type of spicy cheese.
Dante Culpepper Jack Cheese.
Yes.
Yay! Woohoo!
So that is a 4 out of 10
Awesome.
for Mrs. Number 1 Fan. I've been keeping score of the points.
Okay.
So that's actually on the higher spectrum of performance.
Yay!
As I've had people go 0 for 15, 1 of 10, 2 of 10, and 3 of 10.
So I got the highest?
No.
Damn it.
That is
you got
6,
my hopes up.
That is 6 out of 10, and that belongs to Lunchbox.
Okay. That's still pretty damn awesome, though.
You did fairly decent. Good job. High five.
Woohoo!
I wasn't sure how I threw that on you. Everything about tonight's episode is just a whiz-bang on the fly type affair. Didn't plan. It just, fuck it, we're just going for broke.
That's okay. Sometimes it's better that way.
Interact with the show on Twitter at Blumpkin Show. That is at Blumpkin Show. You can find us at facebook.com/group/Blumpkin and friends. I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
And I'm number 1 Mrs. Fan.
You want to try that again?
Did I say it wrong?
You said number 1 Mrs. Fan.
Number 1. Oh my God. Mrs. Number 1 Fan.
There we go.
God, I'm such an airhead sometimes.
Good night. Oh, yeah. There's a hero. If you look inside your heart, you don't have to be afraid what you are. There's an answer. If you reach into your soul and your sorrow that you know will melt your way, and then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on and to cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and your friend will see the truth. Then a hero rise in you.